everyone. So, fingers crossed. Son of a bitch. Of course. So, yeah. Hi. So, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna continue with Andromeda today. Yeah, I'm eating popcorn. So basically because, so I'm a dumbass. No shit. Hey, thanks, Twitch. You're a little behind right here. Oh my god. You're gonna hear me say it over and over. You better fucking set up. That's what I want for Christmas. Christmas, people. Christmas, get it for me. No, I'm kidding. Anyway. So... Oh, it's going so slow. I know it's going so slow. I know why. So, sorry. Totally planned on doing Fallout 76 today. Like, all day today, I was like, oh, I'm gonna do Fallout 76. I'm super excited.
The captain just called me Pathfinder. This is really happening.
Just take a deep breath.
I still can't believe Dad's dead. This should have been his moment.
Dad's dead.
Now it's yours.
You sound like a Winchester.
You just need to decide what you're going to do with it.
Where do I start?
So,
I'm just not sure I'm ready.
We weren't ready to fall out of the sky on Habitat 7, but we survived that.
Yeah, I need you to calm your...
So, always keep a jump jet handy.
Do it. So anyway, since they'll shut up now, what was, oh, Fallout 76. So yeah, my dumbass, not even thinking, didn't realize, yeah, you can't play off the general game. You have to actually download the beta part, and I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, that'd be a good thing to do if I wanted to play that. So, I'm currently downloading the beta, so we'll have that tomorrow.
This is what we've been waiting for. Let your teams know the docking procedures
so
are
the
now
beta will be on our agenda.
We've got 20,000 colonists.
Sorry, I'm just running around checking shit out here. I can never remember what I need to actually get. So if anybody's getting seasick watching this, I'm super sorry. But yeah, so yeah, it was
It'll
like
be nice to see some friendly faces this time.
48 gigabyte
The next
file.
is a support crew, just enough to finish building the station and provide safe harbor for the
I'm
arms.
not sitting here all night waiting
Means
for
we
this
can
to
start waking
download
our
and
people
then,
up.
They
like,
built
play.
a bar, right?
I was like,
Gotta have champagne for the welcome party.
You're expecting one?
After what we've
so
been through, I could use a buzz.
We all could.
I decided we'll go ahead and play
Rough
this
ride so
tonight
far.
while that's downloading.
We'll bounce back.
If it gets
Real
done
food
early
in the
enough,
shower
if it's
is
like,
just
hey,
ahead.
you know, if I get out of here and check and it's done there, like maybe we'll pop in for like 15 minutes and check it out.
Here we are.
But I would rather do it like when we have plenty of time.
I don't see any champagne.
Where is everybody?
Champagne and booze, that's something I could use today too. And I mean, I love my job, don't get me wrong.
Well, this can't be right.
I'm just
It's
learning
like
a lot.
everything's
I'm
on
having
standby.
a
If it's
lot
a surprise
jammed
party,
into my brain.
they're doing an awfully good job of it.
Like, literally, a lot is being jammed into my brain. So,
We could see what the VI has to say.
you see what the VI has to say. I'm opening these containers and I'm gonna sneeze. Oh shit.
Plants are still alive.
I felt like there was something over here I could scan. Oh shit, I gotta sneeze. Damn it.
It's
I
like
hate
they
it.
didn't finish building it.
We hates it all.
Welcome to the Nexus, gateway to Andromeda. I'm Avena,
It's
a
just like the
virtual
stupid
intelligence
Avena that we
designed to
had in
assist
the,
you with immigration.
Can you
Mass
tell us
Effect.
where the welcome party is hiding?
I'm sorry, my code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations. Please select from the following pre-programmed responses.
Where do colonists live?
Once you've cleared immigration, our helpful staff will assist you in choosing the home world of your dreams. Will it be the tropical paradise of Habitat 7, the gentle rolling hills of Habitat 3, or perhaps the mysterious twilight world of Habitat 5?
None of those
Whichever you
exist.
choose, rest
Interesting.
assured our Pathfinders have carefully vetted all colony worlds to ensure your security and prosperity.
Oh boy.
Habitat 7. That's where we landed. She's way out of date.
Oh shit.
How does the immigration process work?
We ask that you submit to a brief medical exam to ensure your health and well-being after making such a long journey. Once you've been cleared, our colonization experts will assist you in finding your new home. Please be mindful of the queue. Thousands of eager colonists like you are waiting to begin their new life in Andromeda.
Where?
Where? Place is deserted.
What can you tell me about the Andromeda
Love it.
Galaxy?
Here in Andromeda, you are over 2 million light years away from the Milky Way galaxy. This is the furthest any life form has ever traveled outside our home system, making you a brave pioneer indeed. The Nexus itself is located in a region known as the Helios Cluster. Here, you and thousands of your fellow colonists will fulfill your dreams of settling a new home. Fortune awaits.
Okay.
What is the Nexus?
The Nexus serves as the central hub for the Andromeda Initiative's colonization efforts. It is the first destination for all colonists upon their arrival in the new galaxy. Please enjoy the many venues
It's
the Nexus has
basically
to
like
offer.
the Citadel
As
of the
station
Andromeda
expands, it will one day
system.
serve as the seat of government for Milky Way colonists. Providing a safe, stable, and prosperous environment is our primary goal.
Not from the looks of it.
What year is it?
I love how
The current
salty
year
everyone
is
is.
2819. After spending over 600 years in stasis, it's normal to feel disoriented or confused upon arrival. Our helpful medical staff can assist with any physical or psychological after effects you may be experiencing.
Well, she's got the date right, at least.
So where is everyone? That's all.
It has been my pleasure. Please see one of our helpful immigration staff for further assistance.
Super not
And
helpful.
welcome to your new home in Andromeda, where the brightest star is you. Current wait time for immigration processing is unknown error.
Right. That was helpful.
Unknown error. That's like the best. I keep finding myself looking at my computer screen. I'm like, yeah, my computer screen's got something I can look at.
This place should be packed with people.
Hey, what's up, yo? Unknown man. Or unknown man. Alright. Let's go down and talk to this Yahoo over here.
There's a guy. Maybe he's got champagne.
There's a guy.
Hi there. We're from Ark Hyperion, and wondering where everybody went.
Did he hear you?
Did you say an Ark? This is the Nexus, right? Pretty sure we parked in the right place.
And for what it's worth, your VI over there could use an update.
Of course, I'm sorry. It's just, we thought you were all dead.
Super salty.
What?
Or captured, or lost in dark space, or... But you're here. You have no idea how much this means.
I don't believe it.
What's up, Turian?
I'm Tyrion Kandros. I lead our militia on the Nexus.
I'm Ryder. This is Cora Harper and Liam Costa, part of the Pathfinder team.
I'm sorry for the confusion. Our sensors told us an Ark had arrived, but Helios is notorious for scrambling equipment. We thought you were just another malfunction.
But aren't you expecting us?
You're the first Ark we've seen. After a year of waiting and no sign of the others, we shuttered this area and stopped looking.
You've been stranded for a whole year?
Longer. I'll fill you in on the way to Op Center.
Oh, goody. Oh, that wasn't odd or anything.
Everything that could go wrong with our plan has. We arrived 14 months ago. Right away, we hit a band of dark energy that knocked us off course.
We're familiar with it.
Then you'll know why we call it the Scourge. We lost whole sections of the station. A lot of people died. No power, no food. The chaos went on for months. It finally led to armed rebellion. When order was restored, the insurgents were banished. Exiles, we call them.
Are things back to normal?
Not even close. But you're here now, so maybe the worst is over.
No,
No word from the other Pathfinders?
Yeah, the worst is
No
over.
word from anyone,
That's
period.
funny.
Any threats from...
We're here.
You guys go ahead. I'll check out the security situation.
You should know our command structure has been fractured. Some of us are filling in for leaders who died.
Is it true?
They said drop everything and report for duty.
And no one was expecting an Ark to finally show up.
Docking procedures are green across the board.
Stand by to merge Hyperion power into the grid.
So like I said, I'm hoping that my chat is actually working today. I didn't realize that my chat wasn't working last time I streamed.
Good luck.
So...
I'm Jaren Tan, director of the initiative. You have no idea how much your arrival means to us.
I pushed the button.
We've heard about what happened, and we're ready to help.
We could use any supplies you have. Food, water, we're
I
short
don't
on
like
everything.
you.
This is Foster Addison. She oversees colonial affairs.
I apparently makes
Where's the
demands.
Pathfinder?
You're looking at him.
You're not Alec Ryder.
No shit.
My father's dead. He made me his successor.
Alec is dead. Please understand, the entire initiative is at risk. None of the Golden Worlds panned out. They're a bust, and there's been no word from the other arcs.
What happened to them?
Unknown. Our supplies are nearly depleted. Rationing bought us some time, but even that's running out.
We need to find more resources, but that takes people, and we can't wake them up.
Until they have somewhere to live. A golden world.
Now more than ever, we need a Pathfinder.
It now falls to you, Ryder. Are you up to the task?
Nah.
You're in trouble here. I'd say you need any help you can get.
We need qualified help.
You
That's
need to
no
blow
way
out
to
your
treat
ass.
a guest.
Sorry, I started laughing just because I know, like, what kind of conversation
I'm
is
Nak
coming up. I was
Morkesh,
just like, oh my god.
superintendent of this station. Hope they haven't scared you off
I
already.
can't help it.
It's nothing personal, but now isn't the time for on-the-job training.
At least the Pathfinder here seems willing to try. We could use a fresh perspective.
You've heard my concerns. I'll leave you to it.
Nyeh.
We're all feeling the pressure. Let's have a private word in my office, Ryder. We'll discuss giving you a scout ship. I'm happy to work out the details with your associate.
Welcome to the Nexus.
I can't believe how far off track things have gone.
It's bad, but it's not over. Not yet.
Ma'am, the Hyperion's core is now online.
Wasn't she on our
Let
ship?
me show you something. An hour ago, that was all dark. But with the power from your ship, you're keeping the lights on. You have my vote.
And when the power runs out?
You'd best go talk to Director Tan. Make sure that doesn't happen. And don't be shy. Come see me when you have a chance.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll make sure to do that.
Alright!
Hey, welcome. Yeah, I changed my alerts.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion.
That's another reason why I was a little late getting on today. So, like I said, if you're trying to chat, hopefully chat's working. I keep looking at it.
Hell should
I'm like,
I know?
fuck.
Excellent. Let's go over the
Spender,
dock
you
and
have
check
a
this,
job.
shall we?
If you want to
Ugh.
keep it, do
I
it.
don't want to talk to this bitch. God damn
All right,
it.
what happened?
To
Yeah.
who?
To whom? And your goddamn father.
My face
Sorry,
is
my
tired.
face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec.
That's exactly what I was talking about. My face is tired. Like, who the fuck says that? Like, I'm sorry. I love the Mass Effect series. And for the most part, I enjoy this game. But the writing team kind of dropped the ball on that part. Like, who the fuck says my face is tired? I have never in my entire fucking life ever heard that fucking phrase. Like, what the fuck?
In the moment, it saved my life.
I'm dying right now.
But it seems my father meant for me to get the role eventually.
It isn't hereditary. If we wanted an inbred monarchy, we could have left half our gene stock back home.
Oh,
Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
There's also the strange technology. Has anyone studied that?
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research.
So
They're supposed to know their business. The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number of outposts is currently less than ideal, my influence is limited. As Tan is quick to remind me. Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. Only a new galaxy could pull me away. And here we are, idling.
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends? Or...
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much like a colonial director without colonies.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Not sure who started it, but we're calling them Ket. Kandros will know more. Maybe too much.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative.
Well...
We came here to make history, Ryder. Not repeat it. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
You've had no colony successes in over a year. How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
Beautiful utopian horseshit. Colonies that produce and support each other.
She is just a
the
ray
Nexus
of
is Citadel,
fucking sunshine.
not headed by Tan. Or even me.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you. Prove me wrong.
I don't trust you either. Wench. Alright. There's nothing else we need to do up here. That's why I hate talking to her. She's just a ray of fucking sunshine. She is the most pleasant bitch ever. New location discovered.
Yes, I know the Hyperion docking unannounced caused some switches to blow. That's fine.
What?
I don't care.
Shh.
There you are.
Talk to me.
Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
What is your job?
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I'm part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
Where's the Krogan?
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
Miss the Krogan.
You haven't spoken to number 8 yet, have you?
Number 8?
Tan. Ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
Why do you call Tan 8?
Because he was 8th in line to take over the Andromeda Initiative. I like to remind him of that now and then. Keep him humble.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
What sort of problems have you seen on the Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots offended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed.
Got these idiots
what happened
over
to
here,
Jean Garson?
these idiots over here.
Killed
these
in the
assholes.
Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
And I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
She brought up Jean Garson, and I have opinions, but I won't start them now.
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Right. The genophage.
It's
a little gift to our people from the Solarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children
give
stillborn.
away a lot.
Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
Yeah, damn Solarians.
No
The
wonder
only
your
one I
people
like
have such
is
a problem
Mordin.
with Solarians.
Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were forced to respond.
And the Turians.
And it's not fair to blame it all on them either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings.
It is 100%
My people need
the
that
past.
more than most.
Because, like,
What about the Krogan here
if
in
you remember
Andromeda?
about my...
There's no cure for it. But my
That's my
clan was
free
starting to show mutation against
playthrough.
the virus.
We
A
cured the
natural
genophage.
defense. During the trip to
So
get
at
here,
this point, they
Krogan
don't know
underwent
that.
gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in
So-
stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
Nothing more for now.
Good luck out there.
You chill out. You have a good time, Cash.
My crew's working on it. We've moved the ops center to the top of our priority list.
Anything else on here?
That's an entire sector shown green. Good job, you two.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
Okay, I gotta go talk to that douche. Sorry, I can't help myself.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking
Informational wall.
Hello, I'm Gian Garson, founder
Lord.
of the initiative. It's through your hard work that the vision of the Nexus has come to life. You and all your colleagues bind our proud new colonies together. Look around at your achievements. And if you have any questions, my door is always open.
Founder Garson's office is located at Workspace Not Allocated. Please select a topic.
Can I leave? Thank you. Like I didn't want to do that.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Oh, it says me?
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we've found. Ryder, We were discussing your next expedition.
Good. I was starting to wonder who was in charge around here.
Director Addison is entitled to her opinion, and mine overrules hers.
Does she know that?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the Golden Worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way.
Did you think
And now
it
the
was?
challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable. So, how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
The way I see it, you need me. If I pull this off, maybe you'll look like the leader you pretend to be.
But first, you have to succeed at being the Pathfinder you pretend to be.
Where's my ship?
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that.
Something wrong?
I'm good.
Ryder, please see me and Sam Node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No, I'm fine.
Ryder, you may have a less than flattering view of me, but I want to express my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
Yeah, those tricky arcs. What happened to them?
Any idea where they went?
Nothing certain, but tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave. But before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship. It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well. Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
It sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
That's one thing I was kind of
Publicly,
disappointed about.
I would
think
say
it was
we're
supposed
more
to
than
be a
up for the
DLC
challenge.
for this game.
Privately,
Never
I
happened.
can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership. Even the founder of the initiative, Jean Garson, is dead.
How did Jean Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership, when the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed. They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Jean Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Cantor's mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's fears. An uprising followed. We had no choice but to turn to the Krogan to deal with them. They crushed the mutiny and the criminals were banished. Exiles, we call them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
She was head of security on the Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but eventually turned traitor and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. Their muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects. When they didn't get what they wanted, they left.
I don't like this guy.
Why don't you like the Krogan?
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
I love how they
What
always
more can you
say,
tell me
we
about the
tried to
initiative?
uplift them.
It represents the
Really?
greatest migration
Uplift?
ever attempted. No one had ventured beyond the Milky Way before. We've all left home in search of freedom, fortune, perhaps a new beginning. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer. I hope the Nexus will serve as the seat of government for us all.
What do you know about the early days of the initiative?
These are a lot of questions.
As most everyone knows, Jean Garson's vision made it happen. She was an entrepreneur on Earth. Wealthy. Young for a human. Garson had the idea for the initiative in the early 2170s, I believe. Many thought leaving the Milky Way was impossible. But she persevered. And as with most great ideas, the doubters were wrong.
Why do you think most people came?
There are thousands of reasons, one for every colonist here. What does any pilgrim seek? Usually, happiness, finding the thing that eludes them, the thing to fulfill them. While we cannot promise they will find it, we can facilitate
really
the
wouldn't
search.
be that bad, but we're talking.
It looks like a melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home to several initiative species. Many came ahead of the Arks.
Creature
The
alive.
hope is that this station will one day serve
except
as
for
the
Mordin.
governing
like,
body in
Mordin,
Andromeda. Though I'm
he's
not sure what they were
saying,
thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them.
So boring.
Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
He's like, I don't. Oh my god, the worst.
As director of the initiative, are you in charge around here or what?
If the others would allow me, they don't see me as the rightful successor.
So how does anything get done?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. I oversee all of it. In practice, we argue, debate, and yell at each other until a decision is made. If we're lucky. It is maddening.
What's their problem with you?
I am not Jean Garson. Our founder was charismatic, eccentric, larger than life. Traits I cannot hope to mimic.
'Cause you're boring.
She and her inner circle perished in the Scourge, some at the hands of the Exiles, some never made it out of stasis. I was deputy assistant for revenue management. Then all 7 leaders above me died. I was next in line for the role.
So...
Number 8.
You're an accountant?
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. When I was young, I was fascinated by the idea of exploring space. Life had its detours, and I went a different direction. Then I heard about the initiative, and saw my chance to try the path not taken. While I may not be setting foot on new worlds, my authority can ensure that you do.
Right. Sorry. What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical. People like a roof over their heads, and you'll want to eliminate any hostile threats.
Do they really
Whether
need
that's
a
the
roof?
cat or other terrors lurking in Helios, colonists being murdered on sight can be discouraging. Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
What can you tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineers tell me. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder.
Hey!
That's all. Thanks for your time.
Of course. As you pointed out, we need each other. Our futures depend on each other's success.
Yay. So excited. Alright. Is there anything around here I can look at?
The docking area at once.
No. We need to speak with Candros first.
Yeah. Looks fine so far.
That was awesome.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Oh, nice.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
That's
Back right
super
after
awesome.
the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
Why paranoid?
What is there to be paranoid about?
We've had 3 malfunctions in the past week.
That's not good. Sorry, understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Did you talk to security about this?
How can I? For all I know, someone in security is the one doing this. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny.
Truth.
Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Sure.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done.
Alrighty.
No, I'm fine. And I don't know. It just blew up.
Find out why.
It blew up! It went kablooby. Alright. Let's get no. Ah. Wrong one. Yes, I'm gonna make all the fun sounds. This one?
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel.
Not in here.
We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion.
I think it's the one that's
All
up here.
non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete.
Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
Wait. Oh no, there's none up here.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on
Hello, console.
Please await further instructions.
Really?
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
Okay. Super confused.
Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Wait, is it really? Oh, right there.
Alright, moving on. Docking clamps.
Scanning. This panel has been tampered with.
Send the data to Raj.
Yes, Pathfinder.
Done. Hyperion status all clear.
Disembarkation procedures for Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
What am I going to do?
I don't know. You're not gonna tell me about it right now.
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
Okay. Oh, there's other people in here I need to talk to right now, so.
Hyperion are on hold. Please await further instructions.
Just wrong. Just wrong.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Tyrian Ark.
What's the word on the Tyrian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket?
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good one.
The good one?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, you know? Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership.
Sure, why not?
How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to warn the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
These things happen.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So-so. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
It's rough out there. I might need backup, if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered. In fact, I could give you authority to dispatch them. It'll cut down their response time.
Thank you.
Our current ops are on the terminal. See if there's anything that could use a shot where it counts.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
Later, Tatum.
All personnel, be aware of any
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrion Kandros for authorization to participate.
No news on the Tyrian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
Well, I thought...
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
What am I going to do?
Okay. Like, I literally thought... on the Nexus... Like... It just... Do I have to talk to him now?
That's the console for our strike teams.
What are they?
Oh my god!
Assault and extraction
I was
squads.
like 2 seconds
When we
too
need
early.
the best, I have Apex. Combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
What situations should they handle?
Protecting civilian outposts, holding key positions, or just distracting the Ket. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
Groovy. Just go ahead and lock this bad boy up. Oh, shit. Sweet. Send a strike team, baby. Alright. Oh, that's right, I already looked at that. Okay, what is your damn diddly problem?
It's not right. It's not fair.
What's wrong?
What?
Oh my, you're... So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last. Maybe you could help. You're impartial.
What is your problem?
This whole thing has gotten so political. My husband, he's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch would.
Oh my god, I got
They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have... There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident.
Oh my god.
His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit. Please, tell Nilken I love him.
I don't know. Like, female Turians are just weird looking. Like, serious.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Pathfinder, no time for our beer yet. This place is a mess. Security is... let's call it strained.
I can believe it. The Nexus is running on empty.
Not just that. A lot of the exiles were security. Everyone was trained and armed for Frontier. We know Cat are dangerous, and now we have to worry about our people too. No idea where they went, but they left mad.
They were frustrated. If they just wanted to kill, they could have fought to the last here.
Apparently we're the big hope for everyone. Not the Hyperion showing. Just us. I'm with you. It's just... a lot.
As long as the Nexus is here, as long as we're here, we have a job to do.
Double down crisis mode. I can do that. We can do that. Ready and willing, Pathfinder.
Yeah, so don't get whiny later. Like, seriously. I need you to nut up, dude.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from the Hyperion. All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold.
You good?
Power coupling is
Hi. Oh, hi. How's everything here? How are you? Okay, yeah, we're gonna sell the salvage. Just calm yourself. Damn. Can I compare shit? Oh, I like it. I like it. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I like it. Okay. 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 I'm alright. 22. Oh, can I buy you? Oh, I can't. Oh, what can I sell? I've got a scope I can sell. I got an extra magazine. Oh, and another magazine. Oh. What is this? Oh my god, I want the gun. I will not use cryo ammo. I'm just saying. Okay. I need 600 more. my god, I hate you so hard. Like, literally... I want that. Like... I want the N7 Crusader. Fine, I'll come back. I'll come back, you dirty whore.
Weapons and stuff. I got you covered. Use the console to take a look through what I got.
Can I get a discount?
It'd be a lot easier if I weren't missing half my stock.
Ouch. Why am I paying for these?
Half the supplies are inaccessible, what with how we crash-landed and all. And I have to trade with the crooks out there for the rest, so...
Fuck my life. You can just take your 36
Disembarkation
Fuck
procedures
my
for
life.
Hyperion are on hold. Please await.
Help you?
Fine.
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilken Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Nilken, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanting to chat with you.
A Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
I'm not here to exile you. Told your wife I'd look into things.
At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
Listen.
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
So when he was killed, people assumed you did it?
For good reason. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and... I guess I panicked and fired. A witness saw the chief's chest explode.
Sounds like an accident.
That's what I told them. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
I'll check out the evidence. Maybe something doesn't add up.
It'd be nice to have someone with an open mind looking at it. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
Yeah, we'll see. Get all...
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
It's over here. Oh, operations. Okay, so let's go over here again.
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
I spoke with Nilken Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Can we go kill
Yes,
stuff?
our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
So there was a trial and he was found guilty?
It was short and decisive. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
That is the difference between murder and accidental death.
In this case, motive plus opportunity plus eyewitness account equals murder. Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead and talk to her. And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there. As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
My neighbors upstairs are so loud.
Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
The Nexus versus Colonist Nilken, Evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
We're not giving up, Nilken. We're taking it back.
No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to...
No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
Who's over here?
like Quiro's rockfish.
I still reckon they had breather gear stowed in that armor.
Hey.
Perhaps both. Life is infinitely adaptable, as our...
You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Herrick. My colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
What fields do you study?
Herrick's into life sciences. I do planetary geology, oceanography, rocks and runoff. Aradana's the space and math whiz.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
Pathfinder, we've had some trouble.
Anything I can help with?
Perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
Your work is important. Don't lose sight of that. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened, and I need to know.
Pathfinder, those bioscans are superb. Could you gather more for our comparative conservation effort?
What conservation effort?
Ah, my thesis is on the console there. Broad strokes, we're comparing and preserving organisms from both galaxies. If you donate more bioscans and samples to the catalog, I can get you a finder's fee. Tempted?
Yeah, sure.
Hi, Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks for science?
Try and stop
Absolutely.
me.
What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console there. Test it out in the field, and I'll wrangle you a consultant's bonus from Director Addison. How's that sound?
I mean, I don't really care about any of the bonuses or anything.
Engineering update. We are working
Looks like your console needs to be. Whoa, that was weird.
All non-relevant repair requests are currently on hold until power coupling is complete.
So we need to talk to Alright, what is this? Oh, Dan's office. Okay. Merchant, Cash's office. I'm super confused right now. Okay. Oh. Upstairs. No, I got it. I got this. I 100% got this. Don't worry. I'm fine. I got it. I got this shit. I got it. I got this.
Cassidy Shaw? I'm Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilken murder case.
Oh man, I thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Yes.
I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the Chief. He looked right at Nilken and shouted no. Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure shock.
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer. In retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
Did you see any cat in the vicinity?
Nilken said so, but not that I could see. Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
Did Nilken seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilken in the turmoil. When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated. Could have been guilt. The reality of the act sinking in.
If they'd fought and Nilken threatened to kill him, Why was Reynolds surprised?
Fronts fight, say things they don't mean, maybe even hurt each other. But you don't expect your best friend to shoot you. To me, that's the saddest part. The Chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
I appreciate the information.
Of course. It kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper funeral.
So the body was never examined? Important piece of a murder investigation.
Tian wouldn't allow a mission to go back for him. Said it was too dangerous.
That's nice.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Something I can help you with?
I'm looking into the Nilkenrensis murder charge.
And?
I want to go to EOS and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
Gonna be there anyway.
Isn't usually Pathfinder business.
First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
Settling an outpost comes first. But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
The more certain we can be, the better.
All right, but let's keep it quiet. I don't want people thinking we're reopening the case.
Whatever.
I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
That's all. Thanks for your time.
DTFN.
Of course.
Later, Tatum. Alright, so we need to go down and talk to this chica that supposedly was doing all of this.
Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Hey, what's up, chicken?
Hey there.
You okay? Those guys really grilled you. And Addison. First Pathfinder they've seen in over a year. All she can do is question your competence?
She understands the stakes. If I fail,
You won't.
Let's hope not.
You won't. That's the end of it. I worked out logistics with Director Tan. They're giving us a ship and crew. He said their best is taking care of it.
I still need to head back to the Ark and check in with Sam.
Sounds good. While you're there, maybe see how your sister's doing.
My C-store? I can do that. I need to go. Where am I going? Where am I going? Okay, that's not where I'm going. No. Yes. Comparatively alien. Andromeda wildlife, hidden rocks for science. 16? Excuse me, holy shit, I thought it was only 10. Jeebus. Okay, never mind. That's fine. We can go there, whatever. I thought it was 10. Everything was supposed to be 10. 16. Jeez. Fucking 16. Get over yourself. Who's over here? Hey, pretty lady. Just standing there. Looking all tough. Alright. What's going on over here? What's up? Anything over here for me to check out? No. Can I scan anything? No. Okay. So what's her name? Should be over here. Look, it's so pretty. I mean, really, it's kind of cool.
What's the latest about waiting? We're in a holding pattern.
I mean,
Word is the Nexus doesn't have
This is the captain. Stasis revival team should hold.
Zara Kellis?
Yes?
I have evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
What? No, I'd never... I've been looking into this myself. I have the scans to prove it. Here. I'll transfer the scans I took to your Omni tool.
Funny. Raj was investigating the same thing, and it led us to you.
My scans point at Raj as the one. So unless someone was setting us both up, I just don't understand.
The data Miss Kellis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Patel's. A third party seems likely.
The real saboteur could be setting you both up.
Because we both figured out something was going on? That would make sense. It's better than thinking Raj could have done this. But it means all the data I have is useless. Wish I had access to the security cams. I bet we could find something there.
You stay put, so whoever did this doesn't realize we're onto them. I'll check out the security cams. Raj, you there?
Yes.
Put and,
How did it go? Is it really her?
Wasn't her. She had proof pointing at you. I figure someone's been messing with you both. Just keep a low profile and don't talk to anyone. I'm on it.
Who are you?
Pathfinder. It's good to see you. Word is there's been trouble on the station.
We just got here. How did you know that already?
Word gets around.
Does it now?
People talk to me. Anyway, as soon as we establish outposts, everything will even out. I'm sure of it.
What about your family?
I'm an orphan. My parents died on the Mindoir colony when it was attacked years ago. No siblings. I left some friends and distant relatives behind, but I have friends here too. I love piloting, but I like the idea of going back to my roots and farming like my parents did. Someday.
Why did you join the initiative?
The most popular question on the station. Honestly, I wouldn't have known about this project if Nozomi hadn't reached out to me.
Nozomi?
Captain Dunn. Of all the captains I've piloted for, she's the best. I've always been a wanderer at heart. When she asked me to be her pilot, how could I say no to the adventure of a lifetime?
How do you feel about all this now that we're here?
Hopeful. I know it's a rose-colored outlook, but someone's got to keep the positivity coming, right?
Have to go now. See you later.
Later.
Okay. Anyone else we need to chat with? We're here. Alright. No, we're good. Good. Oh, hey, what's up, Don?
Ryder,
What?
You're not on the bridge, Captain?
we powered it down. Can't afford to waste energy. Though Cryo Bay and Sam Node are exempt. And I told them to keep their hands off Alec's quarters. You have access now.
Thanks.
Hey, sorry about your father. He was really good at what he did. Just not so good at working with people. He was right about going planetside, though.
I wish you were still here. There's so much you could have taught me.
You'll do fine. You're off to a good start. If there's anything else I can help with, let me know.
We'll come back and talk to her
Thanks
later.
for the talk.
All right. I have requests to submit, administrators to harass, and people to wake up. I'd better get to it. Good luck out there.
Just for the plain fact that we have other shit to do. Like, literally have other shit to do. So, first we'll go to Sam Node. What's up, people? Discovered Sam Node.
Hello, Ryder. Welcome back to Sam Node. I've adjusted my connection to your implant. The headache you experienced before shouldn't reoccur.
Yeah, what was that about? You said we need to discuss something confidential.
You should know certain facts before you leave on your expedition. It seemed best we speak alone.
I don't understand the need for secrecy.
Your father felt it was for the best.
What was he trying to hide?
My true capabilities. Alec overrode the implant safety protocols. It allows me unrestricted access to the Pathfinder's physiology.
And that's me now.
And only you. I can act as a force multiplier, dramatically enhancing your motor and neural skills when required. Alec called them profiles. They provide unique tactical augmentation during combat. Your father preferred to keep this fact to himself.
I can understand. People might get the wrong idea. Super soldiers. A computer having control over a human.
Providing an enhancement to the human. It is a symbiotic relationship that benefits both.
What do you get out of it?
Though I'm artificial in design, I am fully sentient, far beyond what even the Initiative understands.
I don't follow. You're an AI. So what's different?
I am a new form of AI, drawing directly from the human experience. Your implant is my window into the world.
Okay. Well, just so long as it doesn't hurt.
The only pain is that which life provides. As I've discovered, this can be a lesson in itself.
It's one I'd rather avoid. So, where do we go from here?
I find myself in an unusual position. Though I had access to your father's experiences, there is a gap in my understanding.
How so?
He placed a block on portions of my memory array.
Why?
Perhaps so when you asked me what his plan was, I wouldn't know.
And Dad strikes again.
But not without recourse. The further you explore as a Pathfinder, the more blocks will be removed. Perhaps you should begin in your father's quarters. In the meantime, unless you have more questions, your new ship awaits.
Thanks.
So right now we have... Yeah, these are all locked because we chose Adept. Oh no, we didn't choose Adept. That's right. Okay. Nice. Those skills. Boss invasion. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Sweet. Okay. So we're gonna do this other thing. So, hey, thanks for giving me another project to do. So this game has like just a shit ton of missions. Like literally the mission is like, you thought 3 was heavy in missions. Oh no. No. This is the most mission heavy of all Mass Effect games. So yeah, anyway. So we're here. So we go back to the docking bay. Or no, sorry, operations. We gotta watch the video, and then we have to confront the saboteur, and then we can get going. Okay.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
I didn't like that at all. That was scary. Okay. 1.
This file is useless. Let's check another.
Every time.
And another scrambled file.
Coincidence seems unlikely.
Let's check another. This file is also corrupted. Definitely not a coincidence. You'd need pretty high clearance to mess with the security camera files. Someone working for Kandros, maybe.
That is the most probable scenario.
Think you can get enough out of the files to find a match using biometric scans, Sam?
The files were badly scrambled, but if I combine all the available identifiers, it might work. Based on the limited information available, we are looking for a human male, assigned either to the Nexus or Hyperion. You will need to conduct scans from close proximity.
Got it.
Alright. like after so long of doing this, I think I remember who it is. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I'm just going straight here. What's up, you? Wait.
Negative match.
Nope. It fucked me up with the thing, like. But yeah, no, it's this guy over here. What's up, yo?
Scan results show a partial positive.
Dale Atkins, right? We need to talk.
Look, not to be rude, but I have work to do.
We know what you've been up to. You're done here.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just doing my job, that's all.
Yeah, no.
Proof says you've been up to no good.
Figures. Screw this. Screw all you hypocrites on this station. You weren't here when they kicked out our loved ones. Mutiny? We just wanted answers. My sister is out there. I don't even know if she's alive or...
I'm sorry for what happened, but setting explosives isn't the answer.
Neither was sending people into exile because they didn't agree with policy. I don't care what you think. The mutiny leaders were right to demand to know what was going on.
You could have hurt people, killed them.
Like those who got killed when the leadership had the Krogan stomp on my friends? I'm done talking. I confess, it was me. Do whatever you want.
Not my call. The Nexus leaders will make that decision.
That lot make a decision? That'll be the day.
Alright, let's go get our ship. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Ready to see what Tan gave us?
I hear it's something special. Pathfinder en route. How's the ship?
In final checks and looking great.
We won't be long. The way things are going, we'll be on our own out there.
In other words, we're making this up as we go.
We used to call that tactical improvisation. But at least we'll be doing it in style. They call her the Tempest.
Does she look on the block? Oh my god. Wait. We're gonna have to come
Let's go
back.
take a closer look.
Shit, sorry. I just remembered something.
Let's pick it up a bit, people. We're 14 months late. So you're the one who's making everything happen. Vetra. Vetra Nix. Initiative Wrangler, Provisioner, Gunner, and everything in between. Are we ready? The sooner we get out of here, the better.
You're coming with us?
Yes. Otherwise, there's no way they're letting this ship off the station.
What's the rush?
Just don't want to waste any more time.
Hold it! You're not going anywhere.
Damn it.
Is something wrong?
Director Addison wants to see a complete report of the Tempest's supplies, munitions, and crew.
Director Tan overruled Addison.
The ship's loaded out with equipment for outpost discovery, squarely under Director Addison's purview.
Seen you around. Ben, right? Came here with a family, didn't you? Son still in cryo? I could pull some strings, get him to the front of the line.
Really?
Yeah, really.
They told me he wasn't essential, but I miss him.
I know. I got family too, Ben.
It's done. Addison's gonna kill me.
Nicely done.
Part of the job, Pathfinder. All things considered, it was an easy ask. And right now, you need people tearing down obstacles, not putting up more.
Finally, someone who cares about doing stuff and not just talking about it.
Okay, come on, let's take off. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. So what I was thinking about when I like started dying, oh, it might be taking a while because I'm sure that Fallout is still downloading all 48 gigabytes of it. So anyway.
Everything's state-of-the-art. Labs, sensors, exploration gear. Plus her crew, of course. The best in their field.
Because I ordered this, it was like pre-order, and I had like all the bells and whistles. So, I got this special, like,
the engine core is based on the Ark's Odyssey drive.
Ammo,
it runs a hell of a lot quieter.
That's Gil Brody. Engineer, mechanic, all-around wrench jockey.
You get a pet pie jack.
We call this the research room.
But you have
There's
to go
space for
pick
upgrading equipment, gathering intel.
Router engaged. Securing connection to Tempest.
From the Nexus.
Welcome aboard, Sam. And Ryder,
and I'm like,
of course.
All run by Suvi Anwar, our science officer.
I'll get everything from
your
the
quarters
email,
are below. Plenty of space up here to get everyone
later.
Together.
I was like, oh my God.
It's all yours. She's light, stealthy, and the fastest ship in her class.
Every plan the Initiative made is out the window. Now it's on us to find the way.
We all came here ready for a challenge. When you're ready to fly, head over to the bridge. Our pilot should have everything good to go.
Alright, let me run around and do shit real quick here. We may not get around to the fucking shooting part. God damn it.
Better head to the bridge when we're ready to go.
Yeah, I know. Like, I can hear
the
Turians talk.
You can make vid calls from the central table, or just get the crew together.
Yeah, okay, thanks. Okay, there's nothing there. God, oh, shit. The glare of the sun made it hard to see. Alright.
We call this the research room. You can run research projects and coordinate with the Nexus from here.
Oh, it's nice and quiet in here. Alright, nothing here. Sweet.
Some serious kit over here.
How's our strike team doing? Oh, are they done? Sweet. Is that a strike team? Start mission. Oh, sweet. Yes. Claim it. Yes. Give me that shit. Okay. How many mission funds do I have? Oh! Shut the fuck up! Recruit bitches! Fuck yeah! Is there anything else I can give them? Apparently not. Oh, great. So what, I can do another one? Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up! I did not know you could do that. I am fucking stupid.
Some serious kit over here.
Oh. Oh, I did not know you could do that. Oh my god, I didn't know that. God damn it. You know how many times I have played this goddamn game and I did not know you could do that?
These are the Pathfinder's quarters. Your quarters. Sam's router is down there, too.
Wait, oh, that was a SpaceX. Oh my god. Shut up. Special delivery. Email terminal. Hijack. It was marvelous to meet you. We have an interesting chap here on the Nexus, young Hijack, space monkey. It's part of a study on how various species adapt to acknowledge. Sweet. Carried to Vessa. Freelance vid maker. So yeah, we will meet her next time when we go to basically pick up her Hijack. So hey, Sam, what's
Verifying
going on?
my connection from Hyperion to the Tempest. The Nexus confirms we're free to depart.
Groovy. Alright. So we're gonna change our casual clothes. Cause, oh, Jesus, calm down. Alright. Alright, long sleeves, no. Crazy button. Athletic, no. Can I customize? I don't like it. No. Oh god, no. Yeah. Okay, let's customize. Oh yeah, we're doing black here. Oh yeah, okay. Color 2. What color is this? Yeah, this one's, yeah, okay. Color 3, I'm sorry, what? No, we're gonna do, I can't help myself. Oh, god damn, I can't help it. Oh, I need you to just go to hell. Go bye-bye. Thank you. How about we just make the whole thing black? And, it's beautiful. Fabulous. It's great. It's fabulous. Blend into darkness. We are darkness. It's fabulous. It's the best thing ever. We are the darkness. Can I get in here, please? Look at that. We are the darkness. It is awesome. Love it.
Departure trajectory locked, Nexus Control. Ah, time for introductions.
Oh,
you must be Ryder, Galojath. A pleasure to be here, and to meet you, of course. I'll be piloting the Tempest at your word. Quite the ship, but it'll take a Pathfinder's guidance to see us through Helios.
Plenty of dangers out there, but I'll do my best to avoid them.
That's reassuring. Wouldn't want to lose my finest work to that angry cloud. I was test pilot for the Tempest's early prototypes. I admit, I'm itching to see how she performs out here.
So how do I...
The console syncs with your implant. Just swipe, touch a destination here, and the nav system calculates everything. Very efficient.
It was optimized for a Pathfinder.
Everything's secure, if you're ready.
Nice.
Is anyone ready for something this big?
I guess we have to be.
All right. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Command access is transferring successfully.
Science and monitoring stations look fine. Lexi's reporting in.
Helm is green. Gil reports the drive core is online.
This is it, Ryder. The Tempest is yours, unless you've got something to say for the log.
No, let's just go.
No time for speeches. Let's see what we can find.
Nexus Control, this is the Tempest, ident 2527, prepping to depart.
It's like, yeah, no, let's just go. We don't need any big speeches here. It's great. We're good. Let's just... We'll have plenty of those speeches later.
Departure vector verified, Tempest. Godspeed, Pathfinder.
To Eos, then. What would have been our Habitat 1?
2 failed outposts put an end to that idea.
Maybe we can turn things around. Callow, take us in.
Yippee! Look like a bunch of fucking bubbles. That's what that looked like. I was like, what the fuck is that?
System Pythias. Andromeda Initiative Habitat 1. Designated Eos.
It was supposed to be an easy first step. Until no one else showed and we got clobbered. Twice.
Why has Sam altered frequency detection?
What are we hearing, Sam?
There is a signal, Pathfinder. I recommend an immediate examination of Eos.
Scanner, okay, what? Oh, wait.
Probes launched. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Can I check out that deposit? Give me the minerals. Okay, so... Anything else? No? We're good? We're good? We're good? Okay. Eos. Let's skip.
A mirror of the signal on Habitat 7. Possible atmospheric manipulation.
Is that possible?
We'll find out. If it is like Habitat 7, no doubt we'll run into the cat.
Yeah? Alright, landing zone. Yes. Okay, so... only... Oh, no, wait. No, I don't. Can I... 30, 54, 63. So... No, we'll just... Damn it. It's like, listen. Me and you... Okay. Yeah. Alright. Never mind, I know what that was. Okay, so this is fine. Yes, we're good. We're good.
Suiting up.
Ready, Freddy?
Hope we're all that ready. Callow, all right?
Integrating search area from Sam. How he pulled that mystery signal through the storms, I have no idea.
Multisensory neural collation. Amazing.
Factory fresh across the board. Spinning up the compensators.
You're already tuning the displays.
we'll get a better read on this past than the Nexus has had in months.
What? You said a lot of people have their hopes pinned on us. They gave up on Eos. Can't blame them. Expected a golden world, instead they saw their friends die. Never know how that'll affect. Sorry. You okay?
We didn't come millions of light years to die in a different place. I'm not letting the initiative down.
Pathfinder, the Tempest checks out. We're good.
Let's get it.
Take us down.
You have no idea how long I've wanted a Pathfinder to say that.
Alexei, this is a kid's show. We need you to keep it goddamn clean.
Core is hot.
Shields holding, adjusting entry.
We got this, right?
Yeah, we're good. We're good. It's good.
Hell.
There. Set us down at this nav point.
All of a sudden, we can navigate. I mean, he looks like a little. He's so
How to
cute.
even start?
Reports state this planet suffers deadly storms that are contaminated by radiation from the Scourge. EO's deployment was incomplete due to environmental hazards and ultimately hostile encounters.
Plus, no Pathfinder. If Eos is like Habitat 7. Looks like salvage. New. Days ago, new.
Who else is here?
They must have known these wouldn't last in these conditions.
They didn't have a Pathfinder.
They do now. We'll make Eos a home.
They do now.
This analysis provides us with important research data, Pathfinder. If you continue to scan and collect this data, we can utilize it to develop new technologies and upgrades for equipment, such as your weapons and armor.
That's why you scan it all. Scan it all.
Door's getting emergency power, but it's code locked.
Site 1 issued individual security codes. Each outpost self-organizes and sets its own protocol.
Just say we can't open it without codes.
We can't open it without codes.
Alright. Can I scan it? Can I scan it? Can I scan it? Scan it.
Got a code lock key.
Gives us access if we need it.
If we need it.
We suffered our first death today. Storm came out of nowhere. Lockley tried to cover our crops. Lost his footing. Got swept away. His wife is still in cryo. Maybe by the time they wake her up, I'll know what to say.
Okay. Interesting. chug-a-lug our way over here. Everything keeps creaking and it's so annoying. Get around it. Get around it. Not cool. I don't like it. The music has subtly changed and I don't like it.
Main door had power, but not the interior doors?
Full functionality would require an active power relay station.
That means the antenna's out of power, too.
Hello?
The logs might tell us what's up with the power relay.
Maybe, maybe not. Did I just kick over a chair? I think I might have. I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
I got a partial log, but I can't turn on the antenna. Something's blocking the power.
A remote lock is active. The interference originates from a nearby power relay tower.
Of course it does.
Not the only ones interested in what happened here.
Let's check out this relay tower.
Yeah, let's do that.
Sandstorms, radiation. What the hell was Addison thinking, sending us here? Eos might have looked great back in the Milky Way, but up close, it's a hellscape. Farthingale's on my case to stay positive. Put on a brave face for the rest of the team, but I can't shake the feeling that I'm gonna die out here.
Yeah, apparently you did. How's that feel? Okay, so we're going this way. Was I able to get in here? No.
Look at this place. It's a wasteland.
The radiation in Eos's atmosphere makes it difficult to cultivate life.
Radiation? Our suits protect against that, right?
Site 1 contains shield masts to dampen the brunt of contamination.
But if we went outside Site 1's perimeter?
That would not be advised.
Structure up ahead. Sam?
It fits the profile of a power relay station, Pathfinder.
Right. We get it running, maybe buildings get power.
And we can hunt that signal down.
He's like, our suits protect against
These
that,
shield
right?
masts are protecting against the radiation, but they're wearing out fast.
Look at the batch numbers. The outpost burned through a bunch of them.
Scan, 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 scan. Scan data, scan, scan, scan. Anything here? Nope. Hello?
Huh. Guess that ship wasn't Ket then. They don't knock.
There are people here?
Knock, knock.
We thought everyone left was gone.
Peekaboo.
Of course you did. Now shove off. Find your own salvage. This spot's taken.
I'm not a salvager. I'm a pathfinder. We've come to fix all this.
Call me Clancy. Pathfinder, huh? Like that changes much. The Nexus just can't let Eos go, can it? However much it fails down here.
I'm tracking a signal that will help Eos. I only need power for the antenna.
Look, I cut the power for a reason. The Ket are patrolling today. You turn the power relay back on, they'll know there's a juicy target alive down here.
Is it smarter to hide and hope? Or take a chance that might save this whole planet?
I remember when people used to talk like that. Okay, I'll enable the generators out there. You want to poke the tiger, it's on you.
Alright.
Expect trouble when we start the generators.
You're just a ray of fucking sunshine too. Are you related to Addison by any chance? Just wondering, I mean.
There's an error in the startup sequence. Manual input required.
Damn it.
Please scan one of the pylons to determine a hackable input location.
Okay, can you work with me, please? Thank you. They're gonna take that long?
Generator is active. Sam, our friend Clancy, was he part of the outpost team here?
No, Pathfinder. According to Nexus records, he's stationed in the hangar bay.
So he's what? Playing hooky?
Or he's a part-time salvager.
Is there anything over here?
Pathfinder, that door is locked. Until power is restored, there is no way to unlock it or gain entry to these buildings.
Oh my god. I was just scanning it. Calm yourself down.
Generator interface possible. Location marked.
You are so damn.
We've got company.
We've got friends. Honey, I need you to please, like, calm yourself. Oh, this is the worst thing ever. I'm kind of annoyed by it. I'm just gonna say. That was the best. Yeah, we're gonna go to the assault rifle. So much more. Really, Cora, I need you.
They weren't kidding about the cat.
The power relay station is ready for activation, Pathfinder.
First of all, how about you don't take your ass up there where they're all at and get killed? Alright? That's just stupid in the first place. Jesus. Oh. Container. Get all the containers. Oh yeah, Rasad. Huzzah! Let me in, bitches.
You took down all those Ket? Sure, use the power relay. Hell, take whatever you like. Word of advice, though. If that signal of yours is out past the perimeter, you'll need a ride.
A ride?
Shuttles aren't fun in these winds. You need wheels. I think they kept a little something in storage.
Didn't get around to salvaging it yet?
I tried. It ain't that simple. Might be easier for a Pathfinder, though. We're heading to our shuttle. Keep this up. Maybe next time we'll find more than just salvage around here.
Don't suppose you've got anything we can use?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Sell all salvage. Okay, what else can I sell? Where are the pictures? Okay. I don't know what's going on right now. I'm super confused. But that's okay. Whatever. Yeah, we'll take Omni Gel. What else is in here?
Correct. Plus, I've located the source of the signal we detected in orbit.
I don't know if that was
It's coming
just
from a large
me or if
alien
that was the
structure
whole
just
stream.
beyond Site 1. The structure appears almost identical to the one your father used to adjust the atmosphere on the previous planet. It's worth investigation.
Let's not forget what else happened on Habitat 7. This is powerful alien tech. We need to respect it. Go slow.
For sure. We'll follow your lead.
A warning. Radiation levels beyond the perimeter of Site 1 are well above acceptable limits. You cannot proceed without additional protection.
So if that structure could make a difference here, well, that would be really good. Come on. We better find that vehicle Clancy mentioned.
I was gonna say, don't just be walking.
Now the power is restored, we can investigate the nearby buildings.
That's nice. Get this chair out of my way. Excuse me. Alright. Terrain rivets. Terrain calibration coil. More shit that can be sold. Alright. Sweet. Alright. Run, bitch, run. I'm like, what else is around here? Oh, is there something in here? Oh, no.
Well, what do you know? The Outpost Research Center is still intact.
Updating the Tempest on this critical recovery.
Research was always key to the initiative. We'll need it here too.
This tech is how we survive in Andromeda. Ingenuity on the ground.
Someone else agrees. This research center was used recently to monitor the alien signal.
This gives us the tools to find the source, and maybe whoever else is looking.
Okay, so what are you freaking out about? Oh, terminal.
The research station is back online. I've provided a list of weapons we can build by gathering the required components.
Okay, so development. See, I don't have, like... I don't like any of them. Oh, that one's not available yet. Okay. Great. Now what? Oh my god. Oh. Well, there's a container here.
Special requisition, all-terrain scout rover.
A Nomad, 6-wheel drive, jump jets, just what you need.
The initiative only built a few.
This must be what Clancy meant.
The crate requires an access code from a forward station. Forward stations act as emergency resupply checkpoints. Several are currently in orbit.
I can call one down. Let's find a good spot.
Alright then. Let's do that. I scanned you already, didn't I? Yep.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Looks like the forward station supplies are intact.
Downloading Nomad. Crate access code.
Okay. Let's run back over here. Get the Nomad. I hear you guys back there struggling. This is awesome. I love it. Love it! It's like I'm coming. What up? Whoa. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. So we basically we need to clear atmospheric radiation. So if I like map. So getting the Nomad, we've got memory trigger, we've got investigate the murder evidence, we need to place forward stations, we've got minerals to scan, we've got these things to do. Memory trigger, rocks for science, rocks for science. I mean, look how big, like, this, and like some of these places we can't go. Just literally because there's too much radiation. That's why we have to do these things. And then it clears the atmosphere. So you'll see. You will see. It's great. It's so much fun. It's the best thing ever. And I love it. It shows you like the road. The road. The road. So yeah. Let's go ahead. We'll go up here. I don't know. Can I change? That motherfucker's over here being noisy. Okay, let's get in the Nomad. God damn it. We're gonna drive over.
Nomad should handle pretty smooth. Check both forward and reverse, would you?
How's that? You happy with that? Alright. Whoa. You guys need to calm down. Okay, so now we can change this. So we've got the Midas Touch, which is gold. You can't see it very well. We have the Migrant. This one, which I believe is the common. The Tachanka Grit. But I personally like that one, and I like this one. I think we're gonna go with that one. And then, why are you telling me I have consumables? Oh, you're so annoying. So there, now you can see that, and look, paint job changed. It's cool. I love it so Okay, so it looks like we need to start doing the radiation stuff. So I'm going to save. And then we're going to exit to the main menu. And, yeah, because it's like 8:30. And I feel like we've done a lot of stuff, but we've done nothing. I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah, like, this it really is a really long game. So I kind of want to look. Yeah, see, look at that. Fallout 28%. So that's probably going to be sitting there like literally going for quite a while. And I mean, I've been using bandwidth streaming and everything anyway, but oh my god, I might just let it go overnight while I'm sleeping. That way it's ready for tomorrow. But yeah, so this is like a good one that's, you know, like I can always come back to. You know, like I said, we will be doing the beta for Fallout 76 then tomorrow. What better way to do a Wednesday stream than with Fallout 76 beta? I mean, and I have never played a Fallout game. So, but I saw this one and I was like, I'd seen other ones. I had kind of wanted to play them, but I had a lot of other games that I was playing, and I was like, well, I don't know, you know. Some of them I heard bad reviews about. I heard other people that I knew, excuse me, that played some of them, like Fallout 4. They weren't super impressed. Some, you know, that played Fallout New Vegas loved it. And I was like, you know, I'd seen it, wanted to play it. I was kind of like, and then this one, I saw this one, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna finally like play a Fallout game, and this one is one that I can like get behind playing. There's not any one specific thing that I can really say that made me decide to get it, but it just looked like it would be fun. You know, something a little different for me. It's not necessarily like a story driven. It's not, you know, like full on shooter. It's, you know, it's a little bit of everything. It's kind of like these are, but more, I don't know, but different, I guess. So I guess we'll journey through it together. You know, like I said, we're gonna do the beta. I don't know how the beta will cross over into the actual game. If we'll have to start over a new game, you know, once the beta's over in November, we'll have to find out. So it'll be interesting. But I definitely look forward to getting it fully downloaded and taken care of. A friend of mine, Critter, is actually, she may have gotten it downloaded and be streaming it now. God, I wish I could raid on these. Dun, dun, dun. I'd love to be able to let's see, mine doesn't let me raid. Yeah. It's being a pain in my ass. So I'll get it figured out and we'll get it taken care of. But no, I follow her. So if you're able to get into the people I follow, definitely go. Raid Critter. Go find her. She is awesome. Yeah, I'm sitting here, I'm like, what's going on here? Like, I love her to death. She is like the most awesome chick ever. She's fun to watch. She is just a fucking riot. So if she's still playing, let me look and see if she's still playing. So we can go. Who is on? Let me. Would you refresh, you bitch? Da, da, da. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, you dirty whore. Don't do that. Don't do that. She might not be playing anymore. She's not. Damn. Damn it. Damn. Doubly damn. Well, that is too bad. Well, go check out one of the other. Just double checking. Because I know she wanted to play Minecraft. Or no, she wanted to do Outlook 70 or Fallout 76. So, son of a bitch. That's too bad. Yeah, go check out one of the other BioWare Outpost streamers. You know, I've nothing but good things to say about them. You know, all really awesome streamers. Much better than I am. Why are you watching me? No, I'm kidding. But yeah, seriously, thanks for hanging out with me this evening, and catch me tomorrow. Like I said, I will have Fallout 76 ready to go, and come what may, we will trek through it together. So you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday night, and I will see you back tomorrow. Later.